Mayweather, if you ever listen to this, which you never will, and Nicky wants to fight you. Nicky Max Silvestri versus
me,
Floyd,
bro.
whatever your middle name is, Mayweather.
Come at me, Junior. Come on.
Yo, you can't. Oh my God, I'm putting this out on the internet.
So
when's Nicky's funeral?
From Mr. Broke Productions, in an association with Maximillionaire and Vice City Kingpin, present to you Life on Easy Mode. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Your lips are twin deserts that are very long and very dry, like two married hot dogs. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Life on Easy Mode podcast.
I'm your host, Joe Rogan.
Oh, don't get vaccinated.
No. He came out saying that he meant to say that young people who are healthy shouldn't be vaccinated. That's what he cleared it up. I did read that.
I did see something about that.
Yes.
I mean, maybe he meant like, did he mean it in the context of everyone who needs it, who's more essential, get it first kind of type deal?
Yes, well, because his grandparents or his parents got it too. He says that people should get it, but people who are young and healthy shouldn't get it. Well, they don't need it. That's what he's meant to say. So
okay, well,
I guess I can understand it, but I mean, we all have our first shots. Yep. So I mean,
going for mine in 3 weeks.
I'm getting mine the same day too, which is weird. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why.
I'm getting mine the 14th.
Yes.
My second shot.
We'll be fully autistic.
Yeah, bro, you'll have a second head before us, or a third head technically if you think about it.
Maybe a fourth arm.
So yeah, welcome everyone to another episode. We have what do we have? Yeah. Take two. What do we have to talk about today? We got some stuff.
I want to bring up it'll be in the beginning of this obviously. So Haunted or not, it's gonna be a little bit delayed because I've thought about it, and it's also because I want to wait until the vaccine kind of is expanded throughout the region of New England especially, so that more places that we can investigate will be opened up to do. So give or take probably around, I would say maybe July or August. It's just that it feels better to do that than to rush it now. And also I want to get more equipment for that. And if you don't know what Haunted or Not is, go and check the channel out and see the series. It's a pretty good series. A lot of people like it. Me and Nicky personally do like it. So, but it will be pushed back for a little bit just because of, the vaccine, and also I want to get more equipment. I think Nicky and me want to get like the clip-on mics and stuff like that.
Yes.
But yeah, that's just an announcement I wanted to do for the channel. Yeah.
So yeah, I had someone comment when I was live streaming a few live streams ago. They were like, "So is this like whose channel is this?" They asked us, and I was like, "This is all of our channels basically. It's just so happens that most of the series kind of involve us, but there are some that involve just me and Gian, like Haunted or Not, because I explained to them, I'm like, all right, so we all have access to the channel, so if I wanted to upload something on there, for whatever series, I have the ability to. If Miguel wanted to start a series and he wanted to put it on the channel, he could. So it's like
mystery series coming soon.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Yeah,
Whoa.
We know what it is. It's been in development since last fucking year.
Oh yeah.
He's even made hats for it.
I've made hats.
Yeah, and
we getting the dream element of that, if you know what I mean. Dream burger.
Good going, Nicky.
No. We're not gonna talk about it yet. No hints.
Okay.
No hints.
All right. No hints. But get ready because it's gonna be a very extravagant series. Probably the best one we've done since. Yeah.
It used to be like, we've talked about this when the 5-year anniversary happened. It used to kind of be mine, and then Miguel's too, and then it's sort of boasted over to everyone's. Kind of, I guess, like last year during COVID. I guess. We basically kind of said screw it.
A little bit before that too, I think.
Yeah, I guess so. Because we all have help in skits, and actually more skits to come out, more sketches, because. This is where we can jump right into this. The Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather sketch has been on hold because we didn't know if the fight was going to happen, and now it's been confirmed for June 6th of this year, which I am very excited for because this fight hopefully won't supposedly get staged. I'm saying like the last fight with
Jake Paul and
Askren didn't get staged. I still don't think it got staged, but who knows? But I don't think this one would get staged. Because
Ben Askren did say that he didn't really care. He's gonna retire anyway after the fight. So
which is why I think it was staged, but we're not gonna get into that.
Who knows at this point?
He's sending on millions and millions of dollars, so I wouldn't be
But I feel like it's gonna be different for Floyd Mayweather because as rich as he is, he's
not going down without a fight.
His ego, he wouldn't let his ego.
What is he? 50-0 right now.
50-0.
50-0,
yeah.
50-0.
Yeah, he's never lost a fight.
So I don't think he'd intentionally lose a fight to Logan
to
Paul.
a YouTuber.
Like his ego could have an own fight of it.
Like I don't care how much money they offer him, he's not gonna. He's not gonna do
because
it.
As much as he likes to show off how rich he is, it's an ego thing. It's a reputation thing. He's not just gonna lose to someone who's been boxing for maybe 3 years. So.
Yeah. I mean, but like I said, this is gonna be an interesting fight. We don't have to go on about it because we've basically talked about it. But like,
yeah, but I'm
excited.
I'm excited because it's.
That's a fight I would pay for.
Yeah, I mean, are we gonna? I mean, if it's gonna be it's gonna be on Showtime. That's right, it's gonna be on Showtime, or like Showtime will have helping with it. So I mean, if I can secretly get the Showtime app, I mean, maybe we can all stream it at the same time, but who knows? If it is going to be, I mean, Showtime, like Logan Paul said, will be helping out with it, so I don't know if it's going to be streamed like live on like cable or on the streaming app itself, but I'll get it because Showtime has some good movies and TVs. But I'm excited because I've talked about this before, and even before the podcast started today, and it's between experience versus power and I guess you could say builtness, but like
built advantage. He has a height
advantage,
and weight advantage.
Yeah, because Floyd Mayweather is like 5'8",
5'8",
140, and then Logan Paul is sitting at 6'2", and probably
I believe he's 200.
Between 180, 200, I want to guess.
I think he's 190. Let me check.
So, but obviously, like you even talked about this, Floyd probably has trained for bigger people, but he's also trained in his weight class, and then it's also you're talking about a dude who you're definitely looking up, literally and figuratively, well, not figuratively, but looking up to. So, I mean, this is going to be an interesting fight. I hope it's not going to end in a knockout. If it does, it's going to be an interesting knockout, but I have a feeling that's going to be a good fight because you also have to realize that Floyd has to reach, and then Logan Paul, I mean...
Honest opinion, who do you think is going to win?
I really hope Logan.
You really hope Logan, too?
It's because this is what I'm thinking. Like, if you have to think about it, like... Floyd has to reach, and Logan, like, literally can throw something, and he's right there.
You think Logan Paul's going to win, too?
No. I want him to win. Do I think he's going to win?
No. Okay.
Because
I think so. I think I agree with you more on that, too.
Because, again, although Floyd Mayweather may be older, he, again, still has more experience, still in tip-top shape. And I said this to him before we started recording. I'm like, you don't think that he hasn't trained with people maybe twice the size of him?
Yeah.
Like when it comes to, in his training camp, he's always trying to better himself, I imagine. He's definitely, I mean, a lot of boxers or fighters do that. They take on people who are out of their weight class, out of their division, because that's how they better themselves. Especially if these guys who are ginormous that they're fighting are good fighters as well. That definitely makes him skilled. But then at the same time, he's also training in his weight class as well, too, because, he's only he's 140. That's like a lightweight.
I'm 140, so I mean,
I forget that's lightweight or middleweight. I'm not entirely sure. I forget the weight classes for boxing, but
has he done an official fight with people? Is all of his official fights like done with his weight class, or has he done it like this, where it's different weights?
Who, Floyd?
Yeah,
I'd imagine.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, I don't know too much, but I believe if he stayed around the same weight his entire career, then it'd be the same weight class.
Okay.
So,
all right. So this is gonna be kind of different from officially.
Yeah.
Obviously, like you said, he's probably trained, but like.
I was talking to someone about this who knows a lot about boxing. They said this doesn't even count. This wouldn't even go on his record.
So if he loses it, but
still,
we're still counting it.
We're still counting. It's more of a reputation
it doesn't matter.
thing. Yeah,
millions of people are going to tune into this. Floyd is not going to.
If he loses,
Floyd is not going to want this on his record. It's going to be out there on the internet. He does not want this to be there. So,
and you got to take into consideration. So, although we most likely know what's going to be the outcome, Logan Paul does have some advantages. Of course, he has the reach, like a string bean. He's a very tall, lengthy dude, but he's strong. He's got the height. He's definitely got the build. And he has an athletic background.
He does.
In general, like, he's from Ohio. I believe he was almost #1 in the state for wrestling.
Yes.
So even though that's not boxing, he does have an experience when it comes to fight night, when it comes to being in front of a crowd and doing something.
Groping men,
Yeah, getting his balls shoved in his face, sweaty balls. But that's what wrestling is. So
Logan Paul. I have one message for you. I said this to Ben Askren. I'm gonna say it to you.
Oh no!
I want Floyd Mayweather humbled.
Sit down.
Because
Be humble.
even if this doesn't even count, even if it doesn't go on his record,
It's
even
gonna
if
be a good
Floyd
fight.
Mayweather's like 20 years older than Logan Paul, it's gonna haunt him forever that a YouTuber with that one lucky punch took Floyd Mayweather down. All these guys he's fought throughout his years couldn't do
Doesn't
nothing
matter.
to him.
Doesn't
matter, bro. His reputation, bro. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Even though all that stuff taken into consideration, the internet's gonna shatter if Logan Paul wins. No one's gonna know what to do. They're gonna be like, what do we do? Do we
Does
just
that mean Logan Paul is the best fighter?
like? Does that mean
One of the
then
greatest-
technically KSI is the best fighter because KSI's beating Logan Paul? Like, what do we do? Do we just start rioting in the streets? Like, what?
Then if Logan Paul beats Floyd Mayweather, it's either going to be a Logan Paul versus KSI rematch or
No.
a KSI versus
No,
Floyd Mayweather.
KSI is gonna probably want to rematch Logan Paul.
No, he wants to fight Jake Paul.
He does.
Yeah, he does. He does.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I can see a rematch in that future.
I could see it.
But why though? KSI already
Just
beat.
to prove
People
it
do
again.
that well, tons
Yeah,
of
but
times.
for like a third time though.
Yeah, why not?
I mean,
Fuck it.
Money.
well,
Money, yeah.
KSI still does want to fight, but he doesn't really want to fight Logan anymore because he's kind of already beaten him. He's already shown that he's the better fighter than Logan Paul, at least at that time. So, but now he wants to fight Jake because Jake.
Yeah,
is
Jake
working
needs-
his
Do you
way
think
up.
if
Jake Paul needs to be humbled.
Do you think if Floyd Mayweather loses, do you think he'll want a rematch?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Probably.
I think I'm just gonna be surprised if. Here's the thing: I'm gonna be surprised if he wins, but at the same time, I'm not because I'm like, well, we did talk about Logan Paul does have the strength, but at the same time, like I'm gonna be like still really surprised if Logan Paul wins.
Hands down, because again,
So-
it's experience over height
Yeah.
and weight. Yeah.
So-
With my history of like
Wrestling? What?
No.
Running in your basement.
No. rooting for a boxer, I've never predicted like a correct like I've never predicted the winner. So
every time you've bet on something, the other person always won.
for boxing, at
For
least.
boxing,
Yeah.
Damn. All right. So
You know what?
Because like the first, remember that fight, Mayweather versus Pacquiao?
Yeah.
I rooted for Pacquiao.
That was-
Pacquiao,
so you should be rooting for
fight.
Floyd Mayweather right now. Is what
Huh?
you're saying?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bet
but
on
that
Floyd.
fight.
What was the second fight for Floyd Mayweather after that?
After Pacquiao.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just remember watching the Pacquiao
I rooted
fight.
for
like,
Conor
What-
McGregor and he lost.
It wasn't McGregor after Pacquiao.
I think
I think it was
there was one
a
in
fight
between.
beforehand, yeah. But I remember the Pacquiao fight. That was just like there was like no action. I remember that was like years. Like
Actually,
a few
no,
years
that's
ago.
a lie because I did root for KSI, and KSI won.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So never mind.
Well, I remember the Pacquiao versus Mayweather fight. That was just like it was just a boring fight. That just nothing happened. Like it then went all the rounds, and then they just decided the winner of Mayweather. But like that was just like a boring fight. Like nothing really like
Which one again?
the Mayweather versus Pacquiao fight. Like nothing happened in that fight.
Oh, I think it was Mayweather versus was it Maidana? Or
Oh yeah, it was that fight.
Maidana?
Yeah.
All right, so
okay,
You mean Madonna?
Marcos Maidana? No, MIA. Oh,
he was-
I was like, what? Yeah, so Floyd Mayweather versus Marcos Maidana, and that was before the Maidana too, and then that was before the Pacquiao fight.
yeah, I remember that. That was his name.
Okay. Oh, and I guess like he has changed weight classes because he was in welterweight and then light middleweight.
No.
So he's been in multiple weight classes. Again, it gets confusing sometimes. I'm not entirely sure how it works. So.
Wait.
Just look up.
Did he fight him twice?
I think so, yeah, because it was Maidana 2, and then there was the first one. So I think that was like 2 times.
for you. Just go to Mayweather Wikipedia. It's gonna
Matt
show.
Weather. No, that's what I was on. I was on the Wikipedia.
Oh, you on Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Did you
And-
scroll down to where it said like? Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
but like
okay.
every fight, I had like a book biography to it, so that's why I had to
No, 'cause
scroll down.
It should have. Watch right here.
Oh,
Should have that.
yeah, there we go. All right, so
Oh no, wait.
no, right there.
Yeah, right here, right here.
All right, so
Maybe.
yeah, so before Pacquiao was Maidana,
And then
So
there was
before, so then what's after Pacquiao? Unless
was
it.
Berto, and then McGregor.
these are only
Oh,
like
so then it was Berto.
these are only 16
okay.
fights though. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Maybe it's
but
not-
Those are like I think this is a professional boxing. Just,
Yo,
yeah.
the McGregor one. Well, actually, the Pacquiao got more money. That the revenue because Showtime and
Well,
HBO.
whatever.
Was
Yeah,
$400 million.
Regardless, I always rooted against Floyd Mayweather, and he always won.
yeah.
So that was my whole point.
right.
But
Time to get this off.
I agree though too. I definitely think he should be humbled
Mhm.
because it was Mike Tyson said this. He said the difference between I forget how he worded this. It was the difference between Floyd Mayweather and Muhammad Ali was like Muhammad Ali. What did he say? It was like Muhammad Ali.
was a better, nice person. I mean, I would.
Yeah, but he said it in the
obviously.
context of like Muhammad Ali was able to go outside around people because meaning that he was loved, whereas Floyd
Yeah.
Mayweather, since he's so cocky, everyone just wants to
Yeah,
constantly
basically,
fight him or
yeah.
test him. Yeah, I mean, you have like a video of him showing off all his watches, and then he has like one that's like worth 10 million. Like,
Okay, Doctor Strange.
Okay, you get criticism, you get people
Did I
roasting you.
ask?
Yeah, he's
Did
just
I
like,
ask?
like, did I ask? Like, who fucking? All right. Wow, you can tell time. I can do that too. It's 2:20. I win.
Glues a clock
Damn.
to his
Boom.
hand.
15-1.
All right, Nicky, go in the ring with him then. Go in the ring. Go in the ring. Oh, Nicky's
I
the
fight
last
Floyd
streamer.
Mayweather.
Did you hear
I would
that
lo-
now? Mayweather.
I would fight him. I would.
Okay.
I would lose, but hey.
Mayweather, if you ever listen to this, which you never will, and Nicky wants to fight you, Nicky Max Silvestri versus
Come at me,
Floyd,
bro.
whatever your middle name is, Mayweather.
Come at me, Junior. Come on.
Yo, you can't. Oh my God, I'm putting this out on the internet. No,
We're so.
Don't
So
put this
when's
on
Nicky's
Twitter.
funeral?
So listen. It was an honorable death. I fought with honor.
you will be coming home.
My last words were, "I like Miguel." No.
Damn.
I just like using that joke.
What joke?
So
So I'll pay for the fight.
again, I mean, okay.
It'll be right
Okay,
here in this
obviously
apartment.
we would get our asses kicked, but would you fight Floyd Mayweather?
I would not. I would
No?
get my ass beat.
If I were to get money, yes, I
Yes,
would.
that's what I'm saying.
How much? How much?
Like, getting into the ring with Mayweather would be millions of bucks. Of
Oh,
course,
fuck
I would
it,
do that.
I get knocked out.
What the hell, bro?
Fuck out. He knocks me out. I get a concussion.
Well, here's the thing.
Broken bone.
I would
Yeah.
actually try. I know I would lose, but I would actually try.
Oh no,
to
I
put
wouldn't
up a
try. I would
fight.
just let him kick my ass. 'Cause
No,
there's
I would
way
try
do it.
because I want at least to see. Even though I would lose, I would at least to see how long I could last with arguably the greatest boxer of all time. That is something. That's a win right there. I don't give a fuck if I'm 0-1. That's a win right there. So Floyd, if you want to fight, I'll fly out to where the hell does he live in?
Well, usually the fights are in Las Vegas.
I'll fly to Las Vegas, bro. Hell, I'll walk to Las Vegas if I get millions of bucks, bro. We'll do this right
Bro,
now.
I split the money with
I'll
all
sign
of you
a
guys.
contract.
I'd split the money with all of you if I got
All right,
to
so
get knocked out.
that means I don't have to fight.
No, wait.
You'll be the.
I'll be that guy with the water. Like, okay,
You'll be the promoter.
No, ready. He's gonna wear a Hello Kitty like outfit. And
Oh
he's
my
gonna get a card. He's gonna get a card. Round 1.
He's got the pink on right now. Oh my god, yeah. That'd be fun. That'd be a good time. You know, you could be my coach. I'd be the fighter. You'd be the promoter.
In the background, just like, all right,
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You'd be like what's his name from Rocky, the old guy. Rocky. You know what I'm talking about, right? The old guy.
Fuck.
I forget what his name is. Anyway, yeah. You'd be like that. Like, come on, boy.
remember.
Beat the shit out of that guy.
Adrian.
Dude, why does Roxy? Let me
Now,
rephrase it.
hold on a
Why does
second.
Rocky always sound like he just got a vaccination shot? Man's like, Adrian, I'm gonna fight Creed.
I just got Pfizer.
Doesn't matter how hard you hit, it's how you get hit.
Bro, have you guys seen there's these things on YouTube? They're like parodies of songs, but they're about like vaccines.
No.
Just look up. Okay, actually, don't look this up. Just look up like COVID vaccine
I'll look it up
parodies,
later.
dude. They're like, they're painful.
Painful as in
they're
they're
in a
bad
way
songs?
painful bad, but in a way they're like masterpieces. This one guy,
That can't happen. It's either a bad song or.
but
Are
like
the lyrics great and it's just the way it's
the
handled?
voices are absolutely abysmal.
Is it-
don't
is it-
play it.
No, I'm not gonna play. I just want to.
Okay.
Is it auto-tuned to the max? Is it like the beat
Yes,
flow? Is
auto tune to the max. There's multiple ones of them.
Jesus.
There's like "Staying Alive," a COVID-19 vaccine parody. It's from the UNC Health Southeastern.
So they're actually like from verified like.
Yeah, these actual like places. You have like these guys dressing up as like disco balls from the 80s.
Disco balls.
And then you have this one guy called the Holderness Family. Come on Vaccine, which is a Come On Eileen parody.
Oh.
Come on, vaccine.
He's like, come on. But dude, the auto-tune, dude. It's like T-Pain, but white. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Oh my god. That's
I mean, A for effort, you know, good cause, but
is it though?
My Corona Part 2, 1 year later, a Chris Mann vaccine parody. I just discovered these yesterday because I was watching a stream. Girl on Pfizer. This girl is on Pfizer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, credit for them for coming up with these ideas, but at least the lyrics good, in a way. Like they match the parody.
Did you watch all of them?
Well, I was kind of forced to because I was watching a streamer that I watched, Nicholas Diorio. He was playing all of them on his stream.
Damn.
And
Imagine being that committed.
they're not bad, like the lyrics wise, like they make sense. It's about the vaccine, but it's just the vocals. It's just the fact that you got like 40-year-old men who look like they're 40 years old doing Adele parodies about
Kunle,
getting
this
a
is
shot.
your chance. This
is your
first
chance,
parody song. Let's do it.
Ash Pfizer.
Ash. We'll make the video now. So where's the contract? Let's
Oh
get it
my
signed
God.
now. Amanda, our secretary. Do you agree with this? Yes, I do. Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
She's in.
She's right there. Yeah, you know,
She's in.
she's doing our paperwork for us right now.
She's signing everything as we speak.
She's writing the parody lyrics for Ash Ketchum right now.
Oh my
She's typing them
God.
as we speak.
First vaccine shot.
can you-
What? Forget about the weather. Forget about the what?
All right, well, that was that. So anything else that...
Well, I guess we can update. I'm trying to find the article, but I can't find it for some reason because it's been news now that the police may not be arresting EDP445 in regards to how unprofessionally the sting was operated by the predator poachers. And I put this in the description for last week's podcast, but both their channels got banned.
Apparently, I can't just put in EDP because apparently when I type
EDP445,
yeah. I know EDP Brazil comes up as in the soccer team. I'm guessing EDP.
Interesting. Both their channels got banned. EDP for a good reason.
Yep.
And predator poachers, I believe it was for ban evading. So
I'm sorry, what?
So
because they made another channel.
Yeah, ban evading is like you innovate from a ban. They just call it ban evading. So and since they were supposed to be banned, technically the original Predator Poachers channel that got over 100K subs, that wasn't even their first channel. Apparently, they got banned before that as well. I don't know on what channel, but apparently the Chet Goldstein was like their third one or something.
But apparently the guy who was also in the video with Alex, the guy with the beard, who is terrible at investigating, apparently isn't really associated with them. No. I think he was just helping them out with that investigation. He
worked with them to take him down. Yeah. He's not a part of the Predator Poachers. Even though he has his own channel. I forget what it's called, but again, if anything, he was worse than Alex in that. I feel like Alex handled it a little bit better because there were times where Alex was actually trying to ask EDP questions, but then you just had like this freaking fucknut over here with the mask and the black hair going, "What does EDP stand for? Huh?" Why does that matter?
No, he was stuttering too. He says that's the thing that also we talked about this, but they talked about like they've done this so many times, bro. Me and you could have gone in there and we would have sounded professional at the fucking very least. But I can't find the exact article, but sources have not been officially confirmed. But because of how poorly executed this investigation was, the police are saying now that they may not be able to follow through with arresting this because of how poorly handled the Predator Poachers did with this.
I'm trying to find the article to see what was the exact specific reason.
Blame the Predator Poachers for doing their job wrong.
Exactly.
So now we can't even say they did a good thing. I mean, YouTube did ban his channel, both of their channels, which I think is a good thing on both of their ends, and probably Instagram and Twitter might follow. Who knows? But EDP445, we will not be seeing his face. Just got to British right there. His face for probably for the foreseeable future.
Hey guys, Future Nicky here. I'm currently in the process of editing this episode, and we have a bit of an update regarding EDP. Now this isn't confirmed because this didn't come from any of his official accounts, but there is an EDP445 Facebook account with a video of EDP stating that he's going to be opening up his own website and that his videos from now on are going to be uploaded there. This didn't come from his actual Facebook account. This comes from another one, which could have just been a fan one. So I'm showing an image and a screenshot right here of the post, so just take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, that's basically the update.
Probably forever.
As good as his channel getting banned is, we need that guy in jail. We need him arrested. His ass needs to be thrown in jail.
I mean, do you think he'll learn his lesson?
No. Okay. With these kind of people, my belief, they can't be cured. If they can keep getting away, they're going to do this again and again and again. And again. Like I said, people who may have an addiction to like drugs, alcohol, food, they can be helped, and they have been helped. I have not seen one case where a pedophile who was a pedophile has been cured and has learned his lesson.
Because you always see them like, oh, they've been on parole. They do it again. I'm like,
they do it again.
Can you not? It's like, just go someone your age.
It's something beyond an addiction. It's like a lifestyle for them at the point where they think it's normal.
Do you think it's a fetish? Like, I'm being all serious. Do you think it's an actual sexual fetish?
Has to be.
Right, yeah, okay. I think it would have to be.
Okay. So, because that's another thing that could have possibly be. But if, I mean, I feel like the police, this is why they should have gone like what Chris Hansen does in his Catching Predator and Predator Raw and all of his like things, that he's been in cahoots with the police and the investigation. He's been in with them for weeks and weeks, and with different people, with different predators. He's been in contact with them. They're at the Sting House helping him out, and they called them freaking the 55-minute video, 5 minutes towards the end of the video. Like it's beyond like not confusing, but it's beyond frustration and also confusing too. Like, why wouldn't they do it at the very beginning, or even had some help when they even said like, oh, we've been we've been that's okay, we've been in doing this for a while and stuff like that, but it feels like you haven't. And so I'm looking at this as they did a good situation. Sure, they brought this to light, they brought everything to light, Even after EDP was caught months ago with messages, and then he came out with it saying like, "Am I a pedophile?" Fuck no, and he's kept doing videos, and then he was finally caught by them. Yes, that is a good thing, but
and even then he looks right at the camera and goes, "Let this be known, no, I am not a pedophile."
He was in fact a pedophile.
I was just here for cupcakes. I was gonna leave.
No, it's like the thing. It's like EDP said he wasn't a pedophile until he was.
Number 15, EDP445. When I tell you about a predator, this is the guy you gotta watch out for. If you want to get cupcakes at your local bakery, make sure to steer clear from this fat fuck.
Oh my God.
Number 14, Alex.
You guys know the reason why he's used that excuse for the cupcake, right?
Well, it's the same excuse that every single predator fucking uses. Like, it's to get out there.
Well, actually, a lot of people don't know this, apparently. I thought this was obvious, but if you looked at the messages...
he was going to...
People who were pretending to be the 13-year-old girl actually were saying, hey, if you come over, I'll make you cupcakes.
Yeah, I know that.
So that's why he came up with that excuse. But I saw a lot of people online, they were like, where did he pull this cupcake excuse out of his ass? I'm like, no, they said that they would give him a cupcake. So...
They gave him some sort of cupcake.
But like, when he answered that question, why are you here? He said that like, as he it's like he didn't even think about it. It's like he had that prepared in case something were to go awry. I'm just here to get a cupcake and then go right the fuck home.
And then, I mean, I don't want to go on this long, but he also said like, he's also done this. He's talked to minors 5-6 times maybe, or like, and I was like, bro, what?
Yeah,
and
one time with a.
And then he actually met up with somebody. This was the second time he's actually met up with someone. I go, bro.
Yeah, and he said there was another time where there was a girl from Cameo. Oh no, a guy from Cameo. From what he said, was like. It was his girlfriend's birthday, and he wanted him to wish her a happy birthday. And then like he sent, I forget what it was, but like I don't know if he was in like a group chat with them on Instagram, and he said something, and the guy was like, "That's my girlfriend, bro. She's 14." He goes, "Bro, I don't give a fuck if she's 1. If they got some titties or something like that." He said some really, really disgusting
I was watching
things.
Critical's stream highlights, and he was also talking about that too. So how he was in the Cameo thing too. Oh, actually, even in the 55 freaking bust, as you can say, the bust minute video, he was talking about the Cameo thing, and like, this situation became so downhill that the hill doesn't even exist anymore. Like, it just fell.
There's no bottom.
It fell off a cliff. It fell off a cliff. There's no hill to go down it. So I mean,
it's like. I can understand why people would think this was staged. It's like, no, this is too like monumental.
Think this is staged?
No. At first, before the video got released, they thought it was staged because they're like, no, there's no way that these guys actually caught one of the biggest YouTubers or a very large YouTuber.
I can see that. Okay.
But then like once it came out, everyone's like, holy crap, this is actually real.
Yep. And
this guy actually is a pedophile.
Yep.
And again, I don't like to use that word lightly, but I can say with beyond a reasonable doubt that guy is a pedophile.
Well, freaking obviously. Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing? Just got done beating my shit. Says that to a girl who he thinks is 13 years old.
And then he actually sends an actual piece of shit. I just took a nice fat shit, sends a shit to her in the DMs. I'm like, that is a bold move, let me tell you.
That is a bold
That is a bold.
It's even more bold that he didn't wipe when you took the photo. He wanted to get a nice clean shot of that, Yeah.
Critical was fucking like, he was rating his shit. That was the funniest thing ever.
He goes, it doesn't have a very healthy or solid. He goes, it doesn't have a very solid foundation, very like chunky or liquidy. I'm like,
oh my god, oh that shit. I mean, God,
he is right though. That's a very unhealthy. I mean, look at the guy.
Oh
anyway,
my goodness.
Bruh.
But that's an update for that. So I mean, do you think that it's going to? Do you think the police are going to do anything about it?
I think they should try to.
What they could do, I believe now, they could investigate the other stuff that he was exposed for, the other DMs not relating to this one, because the police, from what I understand, never did investigate him about that. So they could try to get him for that.
Yeah.
Granted, it probably won't be as much time as
it might take a little bit more too. So
yeah, but
for now, he's free, and we don't know if he'll go to.
He's scared shitless.
What do you think he's doing right now?
He's probably
eating his meat.
I mean, yeah.
And shitting.
But like, he's a well-known figure. He can't even go out in public now.
Yeah. Well, to the internet, he's a well-known public figure. But to regular people, he's not.
Because like, I'm gonna be honest. If I just saw like a regular guy with I honestly didn't recognize him until because how do I explain this? Like, I know what he looks like, but like, would I recognize him in public? Not really. I'd be like, oh, cool, whatever. Because like, I'm not a big fan of him. Never was.
Right. But he, he's in LA. California.
Yeah, and no one cares.
Pretty popular, but there's been videos where he's been walking out in public and people have gone up to him. Oh my God, EDP, can we get photos? That's happened many a times in the area he lives in. So I highly doubt he can go out in public now unless he has like some kind of like mask on. He changes his outfit because all he wore was Eagles merch because he's a huge Eagles fan. So that's all he would wear. So he probably has to change his whole apparel. Probably has to have like a complete like ski mask over his face so no one can recognize him.
I probably wouldn't have recognized him, to be honest.
No, if you just
it's like when it comes to food, all he's been doing is probably getting takeouts and probably just saying to the DoorDash guy, just leave it at my door, because he lives in an apartment. Do you think people in this apartment complex know?
I mean, again, like they would have to be on the internet if they're young. If they're older generation, they probably have no idea who the hell he is.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't if it didn't say EDP on that video, I wouldn't have recognized him.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you do if someone who lives in your apartment, for a fact is like a predator, a pedophile? What do you like?
I'd move.
Yeah, like
I'd invite
especially if they own as many guns as he does. Now you guys know that
EDP owns guns.
Oh yeah,
a lot of guns.
He's a
and see
how many? Or
like
I don't know.
At least over a dozen, like pistols, rifles, all this stuff. Now you guys know I'm very pro Second Amendment, and I've said in the past that I don't care how many guns someone has. It depends on the person. In this situation, it's very concerning he has this many guns because he's a predator.
I think you talked about this last. I think you talked about this. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was on the podcast or you were talking to me from private.
I think it was in private.
It might have been in private because it was. It is very concerning in this case that this guy has this many guns because he's a predator. If he was a normal person, I wouldn't have given a crap how many guns he has. But the fact that he's going after minors, and he's threatened minors in the past before, saying, if this gets out there, I will kill you, I'll hurt you. He said stuff
that's
like
right,
that.
That was in the stream, yeah.
Like, and I hope he gets charged for that because that's threatening a minor.
That's I don't know the exact charge, but it's causing unlawful harm to a minor or something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not going to be anytime soon. Maybe in the next couple weeks, months, probably a couple months, we might see some more news surface. But he's not going to be posting about anything. We will not.
If he does, he has balls, bro.
I mean, he did when the messages got leaked, and he goes, "Am I a pedophile? Fuck no," or something like that. And like, even his like followers were okay with it, and then a lot of people were like, "Bro, what the fuck?" And then like it's the same thing with the mini lad situation. Like he hasn't come out he hasn't said anything since freaking December or January, whenever the frick it was. So he's not gonna say anything. The only time we're gonna know about it if it's on Twitter, if we look it up on Google. So that's the only reason we'll know.
Even if he wanted to upload, he really can't. His channel was deleted.
That is
his
true.
Instagram was deleted. That was the main place he was using to hit up minors.
That is true.
His second channel got deleted. He has like two other channels.
His second channel finally got deleted?
Yeah, EDP 2.0. But he had two other channels that he hasn't uploaded on in 6 years. One was like a gaming channel, and the other was a cooking channel. And you know what's really creepy, really eerie? The last upload on his gaming channel, which was over 6 years ago, was called Statutory Rape. I'm not kidding. I look it up. I am not kidding.
Irony.
What's his second channel called?
I forget. Just look up. If you want,
I don't
look
think
up Statutory Rape.
EDP Gaming.
Yep. Look. Go to his channel.
I'm gonna look this up.
I'll show a screenshot of it. His last video.
He's playing Call of Duty.
It was a Call of Duty game, but it was titled Statutory Rape. If that's not the eeriest thing in regards to this situation, I don't know what is, dog. That is just wow. I used to watch some of his gaming stuff too. He was really funny.
I didn't even.
He was really fun to watch. But he would play he did a thing on GTA 5 where he would infiltrate the military base and steal the jet.
I did that all the time,
bro. But he was so funny with it, dude.
You go on his banner. It says main YouTube channel. You click it. 404 not found. Bro. I didn't even know he had a gaming channel or a cooking channel.
I know he had I think those are the only channels he has. I'm not entirely sure though. Hey, look, there I am.
What? Oh yeah, subscriptions. Yeah. So, well, that's that. I mean, it's yep.
Career over.
Career over. Reputation over. Even if he doesn't go to jail,
he should.
He definitely should. It would probably be even better for him too if he went to jail because he would have housing, he would have 3 meals a day, and he would get
the help he would need if he wanted it.
Yeah, but the help he would get would be like ballistic therapy sessions. He would get the shit rocked on him every day. But
you think he'd feel it?
Oh my god!
He gets punched donut glaze just shoots out of his ear holes.
You can't touch me.
He's like impossible,
bro.
I mean, it would be better for him because compared that to living in the real world and everyone knows who you are, or most people do.
Maybe he just...
There's always a risk of if he goes out to a public place, out to eat, someone's going to go, hey, that's EDP. This guy's a pedophile. And just the whole restaurant knows about it now. Like, at that point, you might as well just go into jail.
Maybe he'd get the pedophilia punched out of him. I don't know. Maybe under that flab.
Maybe he'll finally get abs after they punch him so much.
Maybe under all that.
They'll be like, yeah, let me sculpt you.
Maybe under all that flab.
It's like Michelangelo with the Goliath on that bitch.
Oh,
under all that flab is just another personality of a sex offender. They just punch all that out.
Oh my God.
We're terrible people. But it's
EDP
okay.
would stand for Everyday Predator.
Oh my God.
Everyday Predator 445.
445, the number of his victims.
Oh my fucking God.
No, that's how many days a year he does it.
Wait, hold on a second. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness.
Good times. Good times.
We're horrible people.
We're horrible people.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if good times should
We're only making fun of EDP. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're not making fun of...
fuck him, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm telling you what, our discussions on this channel are getting better and better, dude.
Oh my
Our
God.
humor is evolving.
Yeah.
Or devolving, depending on how you look at
And
it.
so is the FBI listening.
4 or 5 days a year.
4, 5 days. Are you lost, baby girl?
No. Are you lost, baby girl?
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Wait, anything we want to talk about?
We have a little bit of time before we can start the bracket.
Yes.
I guess we have another 10 minutes.
What do you want to talk about, Miguel? What's been on your mind?
How's your side projects coming along?
The books are finished. I just gotta present them. I'm presenting them Monday.
Ooh.
And then after that, I just gotta figure out how to like mass produce them and sell them.
Produce them. Mad Era 2 is coming soon, guys. The sequel is happening. The long-awaited sequel.
I've locked that behind.
More long-awaited than Endgame. It's happening. It's happening.
not happening.
When do the tickets go on sale?
It's not happening.
Is it going to be an IMAX?
No.
It's a New York bestseller.
Oh my God.
Oh
I
my
hope.
God.
I hope, yeah. I mean, not to rain on your parade, but New York, but
Yeah.
they consider everything a bestseller.
That is true.
funny.
Every book is like New York bestseller.
And it's like
Number one.
Number
No,
one.
it's-
Diary of Wimpy Kid,
that's-
Captain Underpants, which, are goated. But,
Yeah, but like that's so weird. Like you see this like boring ass title, #1 New York bestseller. And I go, no, it's freaking not.
It's
There
like-
is no way that is New York Times bestseller.
It's like you'll have a book called Brown Bag. Boom. Number one.
Do you think that's like fake? It's not really New York Times. It's just they just staple that on there.
No, I think maybe their standards for what's considered a bestseller are super like lenient and very like easygoing. Like maybe like if they do like a number of sales, depending on where the book is distributed, that could be considered a bestseller or something like that.
Gotcha.
I don't know. You would probably know more about that than I would.
I don't.
No, okay.
No.
I don't know.
Does he look like he reads?
Yeah.
I don't know. You're making
I made a photo book.
It's
you
still
don't
a-
read.
it's
Look
still
at
a-
pictures.
You can read the signs like, hey, look at audio reduction.
Can you? I want to make a pop-up book that just has all of our voices and we're narrating throughout the entire pop-up book.
We should make birthday cards with our voices on them.
We should.
We should, dude.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
We got to get one with
Amanda.
Amanda. I almost called her Olivia. I forgot what her name was for a second.
Olivia.
Olivia. I guess that's her middle name now. Amanda Olivia.
The front of the card. Your wife may give you a lot of love. Turns the card open. But this sex doll Amanda can give you a lot more. Happy birthday.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday.
We got to make a card like this where it's like a whole
my
book
goodness.
in there.
Bro.
I mean, this is like Order of the Phoenix right here, dude.
It's just like the script of one of our podcasts.
It's like, Gian, sits down. Nicky. All right, guys, thank you for watching. And then it's just like a whole dialogue.
I don't know why you didn't get it. I just found it funny. You go, bro, it's the Order of the Phoenix. I found that shit
How
mad
many
funny.
words are on this thing, dude? Christ.
Oh my goodness.
This thing was in production before the Harry Potter style books. My goodness.
Oh my goodness, Harry Potter. Oh, what a good. That's actually a good book series. I'm sorry, that's actually a good book series, and it's actually a very good movie series.
And that's a top bestseller.
Yes.
Those were very good top bestsellers because during like the middle of the books, the first movies were being made, so that helped out. And honestly, you can say it all you want. Harry Potter movies are the best book to movie adaptations ever.
Wasn't the Shawshank Redemption a book?
Movie series.
Oh, series.
Novel, like series, like the
I don't
Hunger
know.
Games, like all those series. It's
Diary of
Hunger Games was actually pretty
Diary of a Wimpy
accurate.
Kid, though. I don't know.
okay, but that fourth movie, we don't.
We don't count that. That wasn't a part of the
Exactly,
series.
you don't count it though. But
Not-
it's part of the.
There's a
Not-
fourth movie?
Yeah, not my Roderick.
Yeah,
Do you remember that meme? They got a new Roderick and like a new cast.
Okay, how are you not on internet?
That was like 2019?
Because I didn't watch the damn movie. I don't know.
Well, I didn't watch it either because I didn't need to.
Did you watch the other 3 though?
Yeah, I watched the
other
one.
Those are really.
Those are pretty accurate.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
Because I read like the Harry Potter books. I remember reading the first Harry Potter, like not first, but like the series for the first time. And then when I just finished the Half-Blood Prince came out, the movie, and there's like a few like differences from the book.
Yeah,
and the movie
there
in
always
so,
is. You can't get around it. Like Order of the Phoenix is like almost 1,000 freaking pages.
870.
Okay. Okay. I've read them. Have you read them? And you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
I read up to about. I got up to the Half-Blood Prince. I never finished it because what I did was in 4th grade they had the book fair sale where
Scholastic.
but they had this thing where it was all the Harry Potter books. It came in like a collection, this like little cardboard box. They were soft covers though, but it was so cool, bro. I don't know what it was about that. It just looked so cool. So I would go to school, pick up a book that I was reading, finish, and it was so funny because the Order of the Phoenix actually didn't take me the longest to read. Prisoner of Azkaban did for some reason. That was the 3rd book. Only had about 370 pages.
Wait, that's weird.
I don't know why that took me so long. Maybe it's just because it was a little slow pace for me. I don't know because I love the Order of the Phoenix. From what I remember,
that's my favorite book too.
That might be too.
My favorite. Because my favorite book and favorite movie are different, so I'm not a nerd. I mean, I guess I say a nerd. I love the Harry Potter movie and the universe and stuff. I haven't seen like the recent Fantastic Beasts movies.
They're good movies.
They're good. I've seen the first one, I think.
The first one's better in my opinion. But.
I think my favorite book is probably between Order of the Phoenix or Half-Blood Prince, and then my favorite movie is probably Prisoner of Azkaban.
I think my favorite movie is the Half-Blood Prince, to be honest.
My second, it would be up there. I just love the Prisoner of Azkaban. I don't know why. It was just such a different set tone from the other movies. I just loved it. I thought it was awesome.
Was that the 3rd book, Prisoner of Azkaban?
Yes, 3rd.
Okay, what was the second one called?
Second one was
Chamber of
Secrets.
Chamber of Secrets.
And then Sorcerer's Secret was the first.
Stone.
That's what it was.
The Philosopher's Stone, but they changed it to the Sorcerer's Stone.
Oh, okay, all right.
But yes.
And then never count out the Goblet of Fire. That was a long book too, but that was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
I think Goblet of Fire is the second longest book.
Yeah,
correct me.
That had about 801.
And the
Order of
third
Phoenix
one was
Deathly Hallows.
Yes, Deathly Hallows,
which was about 700
something about that. Yeah.
And then Half-Blood Prince was about 680, I believe. I don't know what it was, but no. What I found so interesting is like the series. All the books were different lengths. It wasn't like a book series where all of them were the exact same length.
Yeah.
Like first one was the shortest, then the second one got longer, third one was longer, fourth one was massive, fifth one was even bigger, sixth one was not as big, and then seventh one was bigger than the sixth one. I always thought that was so cool how like they were different sizes. So
yeah,
I always found that cool.
Apparently, they're supposed to come out with
Technically, there is an 8th book.
Oh, that's right.
Well, it's like a play. It's a play.
It's like It's like a spin-off of the original series.
They're coming out with a movie for it though.
Yes, it's supposed to take 20 years after, I think.
And this is like their kids, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, I heard about. Are they gonna do the original cast? I would. Oh my god.
I think so.
They have to. Like they'd be idiots. Oh my god! I remember when the play came out. Everyone was so upset. See, I don't like J.K. Rowling as a person. She's a very person.
Very intriguing.
She likes to say a lot of things on Twitter and stuff like that. And I don't think she was upset of the fact about this, but I think she didn't help the case when they cast a black woman to play Hermione. And people got riled up like, oh,
when
Hermione.
Was this?
When they did the actual play for Broadway, or I don't know, the official play for it.
Oh, for the play.
Yeah, because remember, the book, it's not actually a book, it's a screenplay. So, and I have it, but I've never read it.
I've read it.
So I don't consider that officially canon, but I mean, if they do the movie, then
it's gonna be canon.
The movie is gonna happen, but I hope they never remake those movies. I really hope not. If they do,
I hope they keep it the same way too.
Because the first one came out 20 years ago.
When Hollywood starts running out of ideas, what do? They remaster things.
Look at Disney.
The Lion King.
Fucking Disney. Jesus Christ. Don't even get me started with that. Because then they're gonna make they made the animated movies. Then they're gonna make the remake live action, and then 20 years down the line, they're gonna make the remake of the remake animated movies. And
before you know it, they're gonna have like their own like little show where like everyone's little. It's like Harry Potter and Friends Cook Show.
Oh my god!
It's like little Mama's Cooking Mama.
The drama, total drama, like reboot.
Yeah. Why are they all kids?
Oh my god, they should.
And then Teen Titans Go. I know they're not kids, but they're tiny.
Yeah.
Technically, that's supposed.
That's what the Powerpuffs and Dexter's Laboratory were for. All these little people who we looked up to.
And they're remaking Powerpuff Girls as a TV series.
Movie.
They already did like a specialty a few years ago, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that.
I didn't see that. But they just officially released the casting for that.
The city of Townsville is on fire.
Hey, you can build Lego.
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo. Okay, we got off topic.
Yeah,
that was a weird off topic.
Powerpuff Girls had that one creepy villain called, I think it was called Him. Remember that red dude? Mm-hmm. And it was like he had like a feminine voice, but like it was echoey. Then it would like change, like tone. Dude, that thing was creepy, bro.
See, I never watched Powerpuff Girls like a lot. I would always love Courage the Cowardly Dog, Dexter's, and
Brianna. Courage got creepy at times. Freaky Fred.
But I would Oh yes,
the barber with like who would rhyme.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what it was. Courage never actually creeped me out. Not even the King Ramses Return the Slab. That never got me like it got everyone. The one episode that I had nightmares about was Freaky Fred. That guy was hands down their creepiest villain. Just he spoke in rhymes, and then like that music plays with the kids singing in the background, like the la.
Nicky's scared of poems.
Yeah, I'm not artistic. I'm scared of effort.
Nicky's scared of Eminem.
I'm scared of.
He can't sit through Stan. He just can't.
Stop it! You're scaring him.
Freaky Fred was the one rapper that Eminem was afraid to dance.
He's like, no,
not even him. MGK, fine. Freaky Fred, get out of here.
I'm beginning to feel like a rap naughty.
Oh my god!
All right, should we start the movie bracket?
Yeah, let's start this movie bracket.
All right, woohoo! So if you don't know. Oh, chimes. If you don't know, we're in the second round, and so we're going to be going not in order down. We're going to be mixing it up.
What's the damage?
What's the damage today? Well, so last week, if you didn't tune in, we did two matchups, the same thing. We're going to do two matchups. We're going to briefly talk about, we're not going to talk about the plot lines, but we're going to talk what we like, what we dislike, and then we're going to really talk about, how we're going to kill each other later on. So, all right. I think I'm just gonna
just say it.
Whiplash versus The Dark Knight. I knew it. And then this one won't be going up against it, but down the middle, Knives Out versus Inception. Fuck. So which one do we start off with? Because I want to kill myself. Fuck it, Whiplash versus Dark Knight.
Oh, just stick the dagger right in me.
Okay, so I'll go first.
Stick the. Oh my god.
I'll go first. So both of these movies are fucking fantastic. I'm saying this with all my heart, and I think you guys should say it too. Watch all these movies, please, because if we pick one over the other, that does not mean we like the other one over it. It's just that these movies are so great that it's just hard. So I'm gonna go first. Whiplash has two iconic villains. One villain isn't as chaotic and exploding things, while The Dark Knight has the infamous Joker. And I mean, they're both. One is a crime movie. One is an intense drama thriller.
I would also like to say, because Whiplash is my. Can I go first actually for Whiplash?
Oh, I'm doing both movies. I mean, that's what we've been doing, like both movies. So,
Whatever.
Whiplash, you have.
You can go after him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whiplash, you have the intensity, like just the dramatic, especially with the drum scene, that solo finale. At first, I was like, bro, this is taking forever, but now I'm like, what's going on? So that scene tensed me up. The whole movie is just tense. There's a few moments where it's little lightness. When he freaking breaks up with the girlfriend, I was just pissed off at him for that. I was like, you're a retard. Dumbass. So I was that was like a lighthearted, but then it went back right into it. And then you have The Dark Knight, where it's fucking Batman, and it's up there with Christopher Nolan's best. It's the greatest comic book movie ever made, in my opinion. And it's just, both movies are tense, but they're different tense. Different genres, I guess you can say. Dark Knight is more crime, while Whiplash is more thriller. That's all I gotta say about both of them. The only thing that I would nitpick about them, if we were talking about nitpick, is I wish they developed the girlfriend and the relationship longer in Whiplash. That's just my opinion. And maybe with the dad was in there too. I wish they kind of went more on that. But you could think about it, you can understand it, but I wish they went more on that. And with The Dark Knight, I wish that, what was it? It was the scene where just the it was where the scene where Rachel got blown up, and wait, which one was it? I'm forgetting. There was one scene that, not a scene, but in The Dark Knight, where I was like, I wish you could have done that differently.
Was it when like Rachel?
I remember. So it was that long pause. I mean, it's essential in the movie, but it's the scene where he doesn't tell. it's very crucial. It's a great scene where Alfred doesn't tell him what the letter is. And then,
that's right.
but it's revealed in The Dark Knight Rises. So so if they never made The Dark Knight Rises, that scene would have just haunted me forever. I would have been pissed off. But because they revealed the note in The Dark Knight Rises, that scene makes it much better. But that's the only nitpicky thing I would say. Maybe some of the dialogue is it's a comic book cringe, but I mean, it's a comic book movie. You can't really have that without it.
You wanted me. Here I am. Come on, hit me. Come on, hit me.
Yeah.
But you're up.
Okay, so
Great slam and then some.
Yep. So I want to say that Whiplash is probably my favorite movie of all time. I just think it inspired me to learn drums, as well as the intensity of J.K. Simmons, aka Terrence Fletcher, as well. I'm gonna say Joker as well, because they both won Oscars for supporting roles in those movies.
That's
and well-deserved Oscars as well.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
So-
hands down.
Hands down. I personally agree with I wish they had Neiman's girlfriend, that's the drummer's name, a little bit more, because like they just met, they went on like a few dates, and then at the end you're like, oh, I don't know if my boyfriend will let me like go to that or a concert or whatever what he was performing. But I think the intensity of like his drumming and like how he got better, and how as you say, Neiman was tricked into becoming the best drummer that he could be.
Right. Terrence Fletcher wanted like his drummer, someone that he created that was like the best, and he became the obsessed artist.
But I think he also wanted to like prove to Fletcher that he's better. So I think it's also on that as well too. So
As for The Dark Knight, I want to say that I thought for a comic book movie it did actually really well. I would say Two-Face was pretty a cool ass villain. So Joker obviously, I already mentioned that, so I'm not gonna mention it again. The only gripe I had is that they didn't know their cities. Because remember when I said they were going to Korea and they mentioned a city in North Korea?
I thought they were going to China.
that was Hong Kong. Yeah, with that skydive scene, that's in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
No. I remember this vividly.
You're really
So which scene are you referring to?
So he goes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But they go, Christian Bale's like, Pyongyang or whatever, South Korea, but it's actually, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
So I know what you're talking about. That's not what I meant.
All right, I have to see what you meant, but
Yeah.
That's all I have.
All right, Nicky, then rip the band-aid. Just talk about it.
Fuck.
All right, this is therapy.
Where do I even start?
Therapy, go.
Okay, I'm gonna go start with Whiplash. So like Miguel said, you can feel the intensity in this movie. Both J.K. Simmons and Heath Ledger won Best Actor. They won Oscars.
Supporting actor.
Supporting actor. Oscars for both these movies, and well deserved too, because in my opinion, these are the two most intimidating villains in cinema history. And needless to say, these are probably my two favorite movies of all time. Like, these are the top two. But there's got to be a number one. So let me just explain about these. So Whiplash, it's one of those movies where when it gets intense, you feel like you're actually there. And you're the one who showed me this. And you're like, Nicky, you got to watch this movie. It's about a drummer. It's really intense. It's really good. And I'm like, all right, cool. Movie about, like, music. All right, all right. I was not expecting that. That was... my heart was throbbing at times.
Back then we dreaded watching movies when there was something else to do.
Yeah, exactly. But when you showed me that, dude, my eyes were glued to the TV the whole time. Because you showed me the ending drum scene before you actually showed me the movie.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. And I was like, whoa, okay.
Spoiler.
I don't remember that.
I think so. Anyway, I will agree as well. I think they could have done more with the girlfriend, because they didn't build it up as like they were like lovers, and then when he broke up with her, I feel like if they put more into that part, more of an emotional scene, it's like, I gotta leave you because I want to be one of the greats, and she's like, and I would get in the way. Yeah. So just yeah. And some scenes were actually painful to watch, because you could see Fletcher pushing Neiman to his limits. Like the one scene where before they even started practice, he's going through the drummers to see if like they can play on time, and you got Neiman going crazy on the drums, and then this fucking guy starts throwing chairs. He starts hitting a cowbell out of tune, out of sync with what Neiman was going on the beat. Just ding, 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 and Neiman's over there, and he's just. It was scenes like that like you were like, okay, what is going on? And I gotta say, that movie has some pretty iconic quotes too that were actually pretty funny. Like, the one scene where they're about to go on stage and he goes, "Get the fuck out of my face before I demolish you." And then the guy walks away. "I can still fucking see you, Mini-Me."
I remember that.
So Whiplash was a very intense movie, and I'm so glad. I'm glad it. Terrence Fletcher, J.K. Simmons won Best Supporting Actor. Now, The Dark Knight. Batman is my favorite superhero.
Same here.
Joker is my favorite supervillain.
He is the Joker.
This was the best interpretation of any superhero, and this is by far the best comic book movie ever made. Better than any Avengers movies, better than, in my opinion, better than any Marvel movie, DC movie. And it's surprising, too, that it comes from DC, a franchise known for not so well-made movies. I love Christian Bale's Batman. The outfits, the storyline is just good. And then, of course, Heath Ledger's Joker. One of the most quotable, probably the most intimidating villain in cinema history. You know, you don't need all these like giant demonic things from all these like horror movies. You just need a guy with some makeup on that go, "Look at me!" And the room goes silent like it just did.
Yeah, I shit my pants there a little bit.
Yeah. So, I mean, I shit my pants first time I watched that too because that scene was so quiet. He's like, "Look at me." I turn up my volume. "Look at me!" And I almost went deaf. And then you know what other scene did that to me too, where Harvey Dent's in the hospital, right? He goes, "Say it, say it!" And
that kind of made me jump a little bit.
I almost had a heart attack on that. So, but like, they're so well done. These actors, like, there's so much intensity in these movies. In this movie,
both of them,
yeah, hands down. And it's just, you think for a Dark Knight, how could it be like actually haunting and scary at times and so thrilling? It's only PG-13 too, so. I'll say this movie wouldn't be nearly the movie it was if it weren't for Heath Ledger. It'd still be a really great movie, but because of Heath Ledger's Joker, just he created his own version. It was nothing like Mark Hamill's. It was nothing like Jack Nicholson's Joker. They were more based on the comic book. Heath Ledger was like this actual deranged sociopath.
What a real life Joker would
like be. A real life Joker. Like, this guy would kill a child and he wouldn't give a fuck. He just had no remorse. So, both my top 2 favorite movies of all time. But now, I believe it is time for us to vote and decide which one is the better one. Gian, we're going to be thinking here for a little while, so I think you might as well go.
So, I'll go first. It's The Dark Knight for me. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Whiplash is such a Whiplash made me want to watch more intense movies, just like Interstellar did, just like everything did.
Nicky, I'm sorry to do this to you. I'm saying Whiplash.
Miguel, I love you. The Dark Knight.
I saw it coming.
Damn.
I love The Dark Knight. I love Whiplash, bro. When I said those are my top 2 favorite movies, I'm not kidding. If I had to choose between one of those movies or Shawshank Redemption, one of those movies. Whiplash is my second favorite,
my
though.
My heart just broke.
I'm so sorry, Miguel. You gotta understand how much I love The Dark Knight, but how much I love Whiplash too, bro. This is why this is the most intense thing I've ever had to decide. This is like deciding whether or not you gotta put your mother who's dying on the hospital bed off of life support.
Okay. Wait a minute. Sherry, she did not mean that.
I'm not talking about her. I'm just saying it's like as if you were in that situation, dude, because holy crap! How do you decide something like that?
Your mom's on the ventilator. Shit. Okay, Whiplash or Dark Knight?
Like Harvey Dent, flip a coin.
Oh my! You would not do that.
I'm kidding.
All right, Mom.
I love you, Mom. I love you, Mom. I'm kidding.
You ready? What do we do? Hey, Siri.
Flip a coin.
I gotta go Dark Knight. I saw this coming. I knew he loved this movie, but I knew he was gonna vote Dark Knight. If he voted Whiplash, I was gonna shit my pants.
I knew it was coming too. Anyways.
It's a fucking great movie. I can't deny it.
Listen, if you put Whiplash up against any of these other movies, I would have picked Whiplash. I'm not kidding. Like Prestige, Inception, Whiplash.
Really interesting.
Yes. Well, shit, I kind of just gave that part away. Anyways.
Rip.
So now we're going to do this one. These 2 movies won't be going head-to-head, but The Dark Knight will go up against whatever one we'll do, and we'll probably do this one next week, Saving Private Ryan versus Matrix, which I feel like that might be a little bit easier.
I feel like I know what's going to win.
But we're going to be doing this one, Knives Out versus Inception. So
I think I know what I'm going to choose.
Me too. Yeah. Let me go first. Okay. Can I go first?
Yeah, that's
All
fine.
right, so I'll start with Knives Out. It was a good movie. Again, like we said before, it was a movie that put a twist on like the typical like murder mystery movie where it's like you think halfway through the movie you know who did it. But then you're like, okay, so then what the hell is the rest of this movie about? And come to find out, that wasn't the person. It was Chris Evans this whole time. And then that was like, whoa, hold up. You just threw me in a whirlpool, and now I got to like actually focus even harder now. So I thought it was a really well set up movie. Aren't they making a sequel?
They're making
a Netflix.
Like a spin-off of like the guy, right?
Yeah, not of
Blanc.
like the family.
Okay.
LeBlanc
The detective.
with Netflix
Right.
on board with that, which I cannot wait for.
I will say one thing I do criticize it for is that whole thing that the girl has when she lies, she throws up.
That's yeah.
Is that a real?
We questioned that last time we talked about this. Is that a real medical condition?
Should I look it up? Do it.
Look it up because
What is it called in the movie? Wait.
No.
Wait, Knives Out.
Throwing up medical condition. An expert explains weird medical condition in Knives Out. The first one.
Okay, this is on. What is this website? Fast Company. Well, we can't take it word by word.
Scroll. What did that article say? It said, "We asked an expert if that stomach turning condition in Knives Out actually exists."
All right, and then it just goes on. The doctor says, "I've never had a patient who got nauseous or throws up every time they lied, but I think it's a little bit of a stretching of a phenomenon that we see quite often, which is how significantly anxiety can lead to a nausea or vomiting."
Okay,
which
so
I can understand.
it can
that.
correlate.
plausible, but it's not common.
So what it could do, it's like it correlates with like if you lie, that brings you anxiety because you're not telling the truth, and then if you keep doing it, then because of how anxious you are, then you can get nauseated.
It's just a condition like stretched out.
They just kind of they Hollywoodize it where it's like
basically.
Because I've never met a person who every time they lie. So, but okay, it's based off of something that is a real condition. Okay, So, but that's really, I think that would be my only main critique because because I just didn't get that. I was like, all right, every time she lies. So, but again, really good murder mystery with a good twist.
Very good.
And then Inception. I'm proud of myself. That's like an accomplishment watching that movie because it can get confusing at time, and the fact that I was able to understand by the end of the movie what was going on and which world was which, like which level of dream they were on. I was like, you know what?
That's why I was there watching it with you. Just you guys had questions. I was like, all right, I'm ready to
We
take
asked a few questions, but I think for the most part, we did pretty good. I'd say.
After the hour mark, you guys stopped.
Yeah, we're like, oh, okay. Like the beginning scene, I had no idea what the hell was going on. I'm like, why are these guys chasing after them? Like, where did this water come from? Who? Anyway, but do I have any criticism for that movie? Not much. No, again, just because I may not have a critique for a movie doesn't mean I think it's the greatest movie of all time. Because, like an album, you could have a perfect album, but you may like another album even more than that. But there might be songs on that album that you may not necessarily like, but you just like that album more because the songs in that album you like more. So, like, I like The Dark Knight, or I like Whiplash more than Inception, even though I would say Inception is probably like a pretty close to a perfect movie, whereas Whiplash has that one thing with the girl, but I still like Whiplash more overall. So I really don't have much of a critique for Inception. Very well-made movie. It is definitely one of my favorites now, and it's one of those movies that does indeed make you think, especially the ending, which you had to look up.
Yeah, which you had to look up, which you ruined for yourself.
I'm sorry.
No, I needed to know.
Exactly, you needed to know.
Listen, I still think this is the funniest thing. When that happened at the end and it cuts to black, Miguel walks up.
2 out of 10.
He goes, right? He goes, fuck this. This is a fucking horrible movie. I'm so fucking pissed. And then he walks into the bathroom. Gian goes, Miguel, what'd you think of it? He slowly pops his head out. 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
So, I mean, there you go.
Oh
That
my
explains
goodness.
it. So, yeah, that's all I got to say.
All right.
I needed to know.
No. I mean, I didn't want to know because that's what those kind of movies Christopher Nolan does. It makes you think. It makes you wonder what's gonna happen next.
We're preparing ourselves for Tenet now.
Oh yeah, well yeah. I'll sit down with you one day.
Because you got to rewatch it yourself because you don't even know what the hell's going on.
I still don't. I still don't.
You gotta go back in time and watch it.
I'm sorry, Christopher. No, I was sitting there after the movie. I went to go see with Justin, Kyle, and Kenny. I walked out of there. I'm like, what the fuck happened? It's a great movie, but like at the same time, like, wait a minute, what?
Gian's like, don't know where
like,
we stand.
I'm like, I have to like watch. Okay, anyway, we're getting out of topic.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll go. But so
right.
Knives Out versus Inception. Knives Out had. I think it's one of the most flawless murder mysteries I've seen. Like the story flows greatly. The detective LeBlanc, Daniel Craig, is phenomenal.
I do declare.
Matt LeBlanc.
It's like a donut hole.
It's like Matthew McConaughey, but if he was like Southwestern.
I don't even know what the fuck the accent is.
Like British South.
I really hope for these Netflix films he uses different accents each time.
That would be
so fucking funny.
Like next one, he's French.
Look, because someone on Twitter said,
would you care to help me explain why there's a dead body here?
And Ryan Johnson commented, he goes, maybe, but I don't know, who knows. But the acting is flawless. My girl Ana de Armas is Listen, okay, listen. You know what? Okay, I was gonna say how great of an actress she is. That's one of her she's had roles before, but that role put her on the mark. I will say Ana de Armas is pretty. I will say that this is her acting role that she's had acting roles beforehand, but this role put her on the spot. I think she was great in this. Everyone was great in this, and like you said, the throwing up is kind of a little okay, just to make the plot move, but the way you find out 20, 30 minutes in why she did it, and you're like, what? There's still an hour and a half left or whatever, and then it flows through of how the detective is going through the house. She throws the wood plank away that gave her that gave it away of what she did. And Christopher Plummer is also in there too, and he's great. And then by the end of the movie, you find out Chris Evans switched the thing, but she actually gave him the real dose, so he actually wasn't sick. And then, so that one was kind of like a oh shit moment.
Really quick, one more thing I forgot to add. I feel like they do a really good job of making that family piss you the hell off, dude.
Yes.
And that's what they wanted to do, and they did a really good job of doing that, bro.
They had the best acting.
I never been so pissed off looking at Jamie Lee Curtis's face in my entire life, dude.
She's great.
She's a great actress too. She's a great actress too.
She's never played a terrible, not a terrible person, but a person that pisses you off.
She did a hell of a good job in that movie, bro. Because I wanted
to.
Oh my god, I wanted
especially
to.
Especially the kid too. The kid was always on his phone.
Oh,
they called him a neo-Nazi.
Like the white supremacists, they called it. Because he always wore a suit and tie or something, right?
Yeah.
He was some.
I just
Trevor.
Okay. Anyway. He's doing a burger review. Anyway, Knives Out I said this before, is a movie that I love. It's a love movie. I could rewatch it all the time. And then we have Inception, which is one of Christopher Nolan's best films to date, in my opinion. Interstellar is number 1 for me, but Inception I'd probably put at 2.
Wait, Interstellar is your number 1, Chris Nolan? Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
It's if we rewatch it, I'll tell you why. But
okay.
Inception, when I first watched it, I was confused as fuck. Most likely, like you guys, I was like, this movie, where's Christopher Nolan going with this? And then the movie flows, and I'm like, bro. Especially with the intensity of one of the last scenes in the film where it's going back to back with the kicking scene of the elevator going up, and then the white van going into the water, and then the dude finding his will for the dad, blah, blah, blah. That film, it's so unique because you've never seen anything like it. And this is Christopher Nolan's like momentum, basically. This is like his film that he's always wanted. That's why he made the Dark Knight movies. Well, not why, but he wanted to get the budget for this movie, and it was well paid off, I think. This movie made like $1 billion, I think, at the box office. So
Inception did? Holy shit.
Oh, God. Christopher Nolan
has 2 movies that made over $1 billion, or more. Dark Knight made $1 billion, and then
Interstellar made 750, 800 million. I think the Dark Knight Rises made almost $1 billion, but all of his movies make past the budget way.
If I had to choose,
except for Tenet, which was during COVID. But
he's probably my favorite director if I had to choose.
Yeah, he's up there.
Probably because I've watched most of his movies because of you, so he'd probably be my favorite director as of right now.
But that movie, it's so great. I love it. It's just, you have scene after scene of tense, and then you're thinking about what's happening. And the ending scene, is it going to topple over? But, spoiler alert, Miguel has, anyways.
It does topple over. It does.
Shut up. Don't let the viewers know.
Don't keep this in. It does topple over.
I love that movie. It's just a movie that I could rewatch it with so many people, and I just love their reactions. It's like The Prestige, too. Like, I just love watching people's reactions with this kind of movie. It's just so great. Yeah. Take it away, Hello Kitty.
So I'm gonna say I think Knives Out is like my 2, like my second.
Really?
Yeah.
Really interesting.
Because I think one of my favorite like genre of like when I was a kid like reading books was murder mysteries. Mm-hmm. So that's literally for like a whole grade. That's literally strictly what I would read. So I enjoyed like reading them and finding out who it was. But like the Knives Out was a roller coaster, bro.
Did you ever see it more than once?
Huh? Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So, I think like with 30 minutes in, like, oh, it was her. So then, like, where is this going?
Yeah.
So
at first you're kind of like, oh, is this
and you're kind of rooting for her too, because like, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because she tries to help the guy, and he's like, no, listen, just let me die, kind of type thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like she's trying to help him.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. You guys already said everything I wanted to say, but I think the acting was incredible. Mm-hmm. What's his face? The detective LeBlanc.
Daniel Craig.
What Oscars did that movie win again?
It won.
Because I know it won Oscars. I remember it. Yeah. It didn't get Best Supporting Actor, did it though?
I don't think so.
Best original screenplay.
It was nominated for best original screenplay.
Oh.
I think it won a few for Golden Globes though. It was definitely snubbed from the Oscars, people said, but yeah, continue.
Where was I going with this?
Knives in. What?
Shut up.
Knife sideways. You were saying before I asked, rudely interrupted about the question of the Oscars. You were saying what were you talking about?
I don't remember.
We were talking about the movie. I know that.
Oh, you're like, all right, half an hour in. You're like, where's this going? And you were like, I'm rooting for her. That's what you said.
Yeah, but I said something after that.
Cut back in. Nicky, if you're hearing this and edit, cut it in.
Oh my god.
Okay,
well, whatever.
Yeah, I just jumped into
So regardless, great acting.
the colors, shots.
Kind of.
Gotta always ask that for
Some
him.
colorful knives, you know.
Yeah.
There were a lot of knives in that movie.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Because he knew from the beginning that she wasn't the.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because like he knew that she was part of it, but he also knew that it wasn't her.
Yes.
Right.
Do we remember why?
Because of the blood on her shoe.
That's right.
Yes. Yes.
As for Inception, I did have to look up the ending because I needed to know.
He's like dreidel.
But, I think Inception was a mind fuck, as it is like fucking an Inception in your fucking brain.
Maybe we're in
But-
Inception right now.
Shut the fuck up.
We're in limbo.
Shut the fuck up. But I don't know. Inception was, I'd say my favorite Christopher Nolan movie.
Okay. All right.
I think I prefer it over Interstellar because
Okay.
space stuff kind of creeps me out. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you don't like the silence. I know you.
Yeah.
You do not like the
But,
silence of space.
That's fair.
I don't know. Like the acting was great. Leonardo DiCaprio as always.
He was in this.
Yeah. What was the other dude? His name is like
Tom Hardy.
No.
Oh, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, he's a good actor. I liked him.
Which one was he again?
He's the guy who kisses now Elliot Page, the girl.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Oh wow. Okay. Well.
Shall we do our constitutional right and vote?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty, I'm gonna write in Kanye. What? No. This was pretty. They're pretty close, but I think I know what I want, and that's Inception because that's a really good movie. Knives Out's good, but I think Inception because it drew me in more.
You can either end this.
I love both movies.
You can either end this now or
we'll look at the suspense. You go.
no. You go.
Inception.
Fuck. Never mind.
All right. So you were gonna say Knives Out, yeah. I figured.
They're both. Like that was tough.
Damn, Miguel. Just like how you root for boxers, you never root for the right movie.
So Inception won, and then when we do this matchup, Inception will go up against Endgame versus Spider-Verse.
I'm sorry, kid. One more time.
Endgame versus Spider-Verse.
Got it.
Suicidal tendencies coming through.
None of my movies
Just
are
gonna
win,
write my mom a note saying, "Hey, it's
So
my
we are,
last
guys.
time seeing me."
We are halfway done with round 2.
Already now.
We're halfway. We only have 4 more matchups to do for round 2.
4 more?
Yes,
Oh, wow.
4 more. So we're halfway through with that. So that's it. I mean, once we get going with this, then it's gonna be. We might as well just commit genocide at that point. Yeah.
When we get to round 3, should we just how many matchups are there for round 3? For the are there just
1,
4?
2, 3, 4.
Oh, okay. All right, so we'll do that. I was about to say, and then for the round after that, round 4, we can just do that in one, and then the last.
No, or do you want to do it suspense? Come on.
No, because round 4, there's only 2 matchups.
2 and then 2 and then 1 week we'll just do 2 and then that last week.
Yep, the last one will be the suspense.
Yeah,
Which one
suspense.
will win?
Guys, I think it's gonna be simple. It's gonna be Spaceballs by a long shot.
That's true. It's gonna be Spaceballs.
All right,
it's
well,
gonna be the Bye Bye Man.
The Bye Bye Man. Never
my
ever.
God.
That's either Light of Day on the fucking bracket. It's the worst movies ever bracket. But I think that's it for now. So let's save.
Wait, Miguel. Before we end, I have one question. So when you were younger, you said you liked mystery books, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of this one series? I forget what it was. I only had one of the books, but I know it was from a series. It was like Charlie Bone or something like that. It was about like a kid who was like he would like try to help solve
Did he
mysteries.
bone people? Charlie.
No,
Bone.
it was it called like Charlie Bone? I think it had like bone in it. What was it called?
The sequel. Charlie boned his grandma.
Charlie Bone series.
I read the A to Z mysteries. If you remember
39
those.
Clues.
39
I love
Clues.
that.
Yeah, it was called Charlie Bone in the Castle of Mirrors. This is the one I read. I don't know if you ever.
Heard of that?
I've never heard of that book.
39 Clues.
It was
I
actually
loved that
pretty
one.
good. Oh, let me show you the. I'll show you the thing of it. I had this book. It was pretty good. I don't know if you ever saw this.
Nope.
This was like a kind of like a mystery book.
Honestly, that looks familiar. It looked familiar. I don't think I've ever read that though.
Yeah, I had that book. And it was you probably would have liked that when you were younger. I just wanted to know if you knew that. But yeah,
39 Clues was a mystery, so I loved. But they made too many books, and after Me to Follow, I just grew old of them.
Really? I finished all of them.
How many books are there?
I think there's only like 10, but they're all super short. They're not.
Yeah, I know that, and I just love that you got the cards in them. Oh my goodness, you could solve the mystery. There was like grand prizes.
I found the cards. Like I only have like 3. I found them in my drawer because I was cleaning them out. I'm like, what the fuck,
bro? Like there was a grand prize if you solved the actual thing. Like,
really?
Yeah. And inside the book, like if you actually solved an actual mystery, you would get like a grand prize. I don't know who the fuck. I read Espionage Boner, but I think that was a different kind of book.
You know, that's interesting to say. I'm gonna spin this. Wait, no, Gian, give me your.
Oh, the fidget spinner.
Spinner. All right. This is gonna decide whether or not we're in reality or whether we're in limbo right now. I'm gonna spin this.
Oh God.
If it spins for longer than 15 seconds, we're in reality. If it stops before that, we're in a dream simulation. All right? Get a timer.
God.
Get the timer right. We're gonna see if this spins longer than 50 seconds. I need to see
50.
15.
Oh.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, you kind of did.
All right, that was a bad one. Start over. 3, 2, 1, go.
That was also a bad one.
All right, I'll spin it on my finger. 3, 2, 1, go. This right here determines.
Just put in the Inception music.
We're
almost
I think we might be in the real world. All right, this is reality. Just wanted to make sure. Okay.
All right.
No, imagine.
Just...
No, we end the podcast on just that. Like before it's 15 seconds up, we just cut. Imagine. All right, we won't do that though because we're not.
Well, thank you guys for watching. All of our descriptions and our socials are in the link below in the YouTube, and then follow and share. We're on Apple and Spotify and on YouTube, like as I just said. They're just flipping water bottles, like in 2016. Thank you guys for watching. I am your host. One of your hosts, Gian Druso.
Wait. What? No. Gian, you try it.
You got it first try?
Wait, like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Yeah. Not even close.
Not even close.
All right, ready? Right here. This is the one. Nope.
All right, let's not let the battery go to waste, kids.
It's all right. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you on the flip side.
Miguel, you have any final words?
I had to fucking know.